Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing okay. It's Monday, and I hope everyone's doing well. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your daily digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that through our growing our growing community, our engaging content. I have so much stuff going on. Our engaging content and our real connections. It is a Monday. It is a Monday over here. Just trying to make some things happen. I'm actually feeling really good. And the word that I woke up this morning with was really discipline. That was really the word for me. That's it. And I feel like I have been trying to get organized while I'm doing things. Are you guys doing that? Are you even multitasking your ability to be organized? I think that that's what I have been doing, and it is not working. And because I'm not taking the necessary time, I already have my today list versus my to-do list. So I thought that that was like a help. And then I just realized that that's not even enough. That's not even enough. I need to allocate a specific amount of time, make an appointment with myself to get things done. And not even to get the actual tangible thing done, but make an appointment with myself to plan to get things done. Does that make sense to everyone? I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from, because I'm a disciplined human, right? I wake up super, super early. Those of you who follow me, they know I have my peaceful moment. The majority of people who are in my life, my family, these little people and my husband, they get up later, right? They're not morning people. I am a morning person. I am up. I'm ready to go. I like to get myself into a rhythm, have my cup of coffee. I work out. I send a bunch of emails. Good morning, Donna. I do all of those things in the morning. And I'm thinking that that is sense of being productive, right? Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Marjorie. How you guys doing? Good morning, Linda. I feel like that's enough, but it's not enough. I needed, because that's doing time. As crazy as that sounds, you're like, Sheldon, you are too strong. But for me, I feel like I don't have enough time to plan what it is that I'm doing. I hope that this makes sense to you. I need a planning time for myself. And I did that today. I allocated an hour of just planning. There's no doing. There's no sending of an email. There's no drafting of a post. There's no nothing. This is the planning portion of the day. So it's not as short as writing the 5 things on my today list, because that's my intimate time. And I was doing 5 minutes, 10 minutes, jotting that down. This is now actually having a meeting with myself, which sounds crazy, but it was so helpful today. The discipline of setting a meeting with myself about my day and my week provided me with such clarity. It was uninterrupted, not rushed. It was me reviewing the list. It was as if I was having a planning meeting with my advisory board or with my IT experts. It was as if I was having a chill chat on a Wednesday night. On a Thursday night. Those things I'll allocate time for. I'll sit through, I'll plan, I'll do all of those things. But for me to get stuff done, I was just doing and not planning for the doing. And I just really want you guys to wrap your mind around that, right? You've allocated time to do things. And we've done that. And we've done that so intensely, right? We have done that so intensely in such okay, I'm going to get things done. I'm going to get things done. I'm going to get things done. And we do our best in order to make that happen. And we are running against the clock in order to get as much done as possible. But how much time did you put into the planning of that thing? Or are you planning as you go? And so I found, in reflecting and understanding who I am and the way in which my madness runs, is that I have been planning as I go. I will decide to do a thing, whatever that thing is. I'm going to send the MailChimp. I'm going to do the whatever. And in that moment, I am planning and doing, and thinking that is a great use of my time. And today, based on reflection and affording myself the hour in order to just plan what I've got going on, huge eye-opener for me. Gave me an opportunity to actually be part of my own executive team, to present to myself what that plan is, to give myself time to review it, to give myself time to reflect on it, provide any feedback I needed to myself. And I know it sounds crazy, but it was so helpful. because I find myself in that moment, right? I find myself getting myself back to that BQ, again, before quarantine rhythm, that frantic nature of myself that was forcing me to fill every hour and do everything and rush and be on autopilot. Not giving myself the ability to focus in on what I've learned during this quarantine time. I found myself in being more comfortable in this, good morning, Barbara, in this, new normal, as people are beginning to say, and bringing in old habits, like working on autopilot, moving things forward and just rushing. Good morning, Candace, right? Right? Just rushing through and doing and doing and doing. And no, I deserve that time, which is another thing too, right? This panic that we put on ourselves because we believe that, life is finite and not abundant, that it's going to run out. I'm going to run out, right? I'm going to run out of time in order to get stuff done. So I'm going to plan and do it at the same time. But today, I just spent an hour planning. I just spent an hour just organizing myself, not doing and organizing. And some of you that are multitaskers, you know what I mean. You have a task, you have something on that today list, right? You know how I hate to do lists. It's a today list for me. What am I doing today? And when you drive into that today list, you are planning and doing at the same time. I'm drafting, rushing proof, send, right? At the same time, as opposed to giving myself the time to say, what is the rest of my day? Damn, what does the rest of my week look like? And giving myself a cup of coffee and an exhale as if I'm attending a meeting with myself. Allowing for myself to breathe through it, look through it, question, advise. All of those things, right? All of those things. Absolutely, Candace, right? And I think that that's the space, right? Like, I think we dread it, but again, in that ownership of it, because a lot of us have been in this business to run our business, right? To sit back and we have envisioned in our youth the executive status that we would be in conducting a meeting and that breath of air and what it looks like to walk into that boardroom and all of those things, right? That are complete fiction. But now taking that time to say for 60 minutes in my morning, I'm going to address my goals. I'm going to enjoy my journey. I'm going to look at what it is that I've built. I'm even going to utilize that time to reward myself with that a girl. I'm going to do that for that hour. I'm going to focus on that for that hour. I'm going to say, okay, where are we now? I'm going to review my social media numbers. Not at sight glance. I'm going to actually have it in a document. I'm going to afford myself the ability to be organized and to be my own champion and to gather the information so I can function for the rest of that 9 to 10 hours, let's be honest, in the most effective way possible because I've planned in that morning. So it was something that I was like, I'm just going to give myself, and it was a little bit lighter, right? Because I'm coming off that holiday. I had figured out the schedule. December is going to be fairly light because, again, I've afforded myself the discipline in order for it to be light, right? It was starting to get crazy, and then I started to block out time for myself. It's the holiday. I'm not making cookies and getting on a Zoom and doing all of these things. I'm controlling. I'm disciplining myself. I'm allowing myself to plan. I am running my business. I am not letting it run me because 2020 was that for me. 2020, it ran me until it didn't, right? It ran me until it didn't. And because now I'm in this rhythm, because I've found my rhythm in quarantine and BQ felt so far away, but I feel it creeping back. All of those bad habits, all of the things that didn't force me to appreciate what it is that I had, all of the things that took me in my car from New Jersey to Philadelphia and not even really recognizing how I got there. Right? Because I was on so much autopilot. I was multitasking, making phone calls. All on my drive before 9 a.m. Now, I'm working out in the morning. I'm making dinners in the evening. I'm controlling myself. But we get to do that. I get to do that, especially being self-employed. Right? You can control it even if you do have an employer by setting those boundaries, but the discipline that I need to have in order to be successful because I need to be healthy in order to be successful. My mind needs to be right in order to be successful. For the goals and all the things that are on the vision boards that we've been making for years, we need to be disciplined in order to achieve those goals. If it's that boat, that mansion, that remodeling, all of the things in which you want, you need to be a disciplined human in order for that to happen. I say it all the time. It's one of my highlight reels is that I was a Division I athlete. And within that, there was a coach that told me when I needed to go to practice, what I needed to do over the summer in order to train, what I needed to do each and every 3 days that we would have. The discipline that I needed to have was provided for me in order for me to be an all-star athlete. Now, to be an all-star entrepreneur, I must provide the discipline necessary. I must afford myself the ability to sit with myself, my goals, my objectives, my tasks, to look at them realistically. Can I get this done? Can I not? Do I have this money? Do I not? In order to run your business, your life, personally or professionally, the way you would run a boardroom. And from today on, that is the time in that morning with my cup of coffee in a no rush, no time rushed space. It is a blocked out time for me from 8 to 9 o'clock. That's it. You can't meet with me. You can't talk to me. I'm in a meeting with me. That's what I've got to do in order to ensure that I am going to where I need to be. Let me not lie. I think, what was it? It was 7 to 8. Sorry. It was 7 to 8 o'clock. Right? And at 8 o'clock, I'm done. I make the breakfasts. I make the lunches. They start to come down. Everybody starts to move. But I've had my meeting with me. I've had my 7 to 8 o'clock meeting with me. And so I'm prepared. Right? I pick up my stuff. I feel good. I'm not trying to organize and do at the same time. I am not setting myself up to become anxious. I'm not setting myself up to feel disappointed. I'm not setting myself up to look at the clock with anxiety. I am setting myself up for success. I'm allowing myself to manage my business and not for my business to manage me. And I encourage you, as we are going into this week, as we are going into this month, as we are going into 2021, that we understand our own discipline, that we know that we have the courage as well as the actual skill set in order to create the business that we want, the life that we want, the personal behavior that we want, the relationships that we want. But we've got to allocate the time. We've got to say from this time to this time is my time. And it's not to waste time. It is to ensure that the time that you have leading up to it and after it, hello, Karen, how are you, is valuable. So we are going to do that. And if you can, and it doesn't have to be every day if you can't, but you should afford yourself the ability. If it's 15 minutes or I'm going to give myself an hour from 7 to 8 o'clock every single morning, don't even text me. Don't. I'm in a meeting with me about what I'm going to do today and what I'm going to set forth for the rest of the week, the rest of the quarter for 2021. You deserve that executive meeting that you've dreamt of. You deserve to be in control of what is coming your way, as opposed to just catching it the best and only way that you can. We need to discipline ourselves in order to be able to say, this is my company, this is my life, both personally and professionally, and I am prepared for it because I've allocated the time in order to do so. I'm Sheldon Barlett-Rumer, and this is it. Each and every day I provide a morning message in hopes that you all find your voice, that you can have the courage to tell your story, that you no longer whisper your wishes, but you in fact scream your dream. For more information on This Is It TV, don't forget to log on to thisisItTV.com and follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. If you think that someone needed this morning message today, if you think that somebody is trying to put things together just to put things together, please feel free to share this with them and encourage them to tune in each and every day, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh my goodness. In hopes that you all scream your dream. Have a wonderful day. Take care, guys. Bye.